today is going to be a very interesting topic on ketogenic diet. And for weight loss, and what you need to know about it, whether is it sustainable for you, whether is it the right kind of diet program for you, all this you need to know. With us is Catherine Khoo. Catherine Khoo is the founder of Aman Wellness. She's a nutrition therapist. Basically, she helps a client to understand more about food, so she helps to improve their health through nutrition, through supplements.
Yeah, I focus on a lot of cancer cases as well as hormone.
All right.
Generally, it's all about food, helping them to feel better, get better using food and supplements, all about nutrients.
Then a lot of people are interested to find out more about ketogenic, and they have been researching online everywhere, even asking people how to go about using keto as a form of weight loss. All right. Can I just understand from Catherine, what actually is keto?
The keto diet, as everybody knows, is low carbo diet, high fat diet. But let me just go a little bit back. The keto diet was originally designed to help people with epilepsy. For those with epilepsy, they cannot take sugar, which is carbohydrates. To replace the carbohydrates or sugar with another source of energy, which is actually fats. So that's why it became a high fat and a low carb diet. So that was how keto came about.
With high fat, low carbo, that means basically say that in our normal eating plan, okay, we reduce on carbo intake. How about protein?
Protein has to be kept moderate.
Kept moderate, yeah. Okay, and of course high in fat. Now, for some of you, probably are very excited. Yay! I love to eat bacon. A lot of people say, yeah, can eat bacon, can eat fried chicken, can eat a lot of oily stuff. Isn't that heavenly? I can slim down at the same time. All right. What do you think about that?
No. Yes, it is true that keto means that you get to eat more fats to replace the carbohydrates as a source of energy. But then again, if you eat the wrong type of fats,
okay,
for example, bacon, processed fats, deep fried oxidized fats, then you are not helping your body. You're creating a lot of inflammation. So in the long term, of course, in the first few months, you would still experience weight loss. But in the long term, you may have more health issues. Probably, I believe if you Google, you would hear of things like kidney stone, you'll hear of things like putting the weight back on, or cannot even lose weight, or hormone imbalance, or hair loss. When your inflammation level goes up because you're eating a lot of bad fats, then you get more health issues. So you have to make sure that in a keto diet, especially if the fat level is high, it has to be good fats.
Deep fried is considered bad fat.
Yep.
What is good fat?
We normally would recommend medium chain fatty acids like coconut oil. Preferably 50% of it is coconut oil, fish oil.
Okay, fish oil, fantastic.
Or you can get it from avocado, omega-3 oils, and then olive oil as well.
Olive oil?
Yeah, because olive oil is high in polyphenols, which helps with inflammation, it helps to reduce heart disease, and it cannot be converted to cholesterol. Okay,
fantastic. Olive oil. But that being said, olive oil we cannot use for frying. Am I correct to say that?
Yes and no. Only selected. You have to be very careful with certain olive oil. Not all olive oils can be used for high heat cooking.
Okay, so we will have another topic on oil. Basically, just like you mentioned about the carbo, the protein, and the fats. Okay, how much of it is suitable? So instead of calculating the macro, how much of grams of the certain elements, protein, how much grams of carbo to take, if I would use my hand just for weight loss purpose, how much of the carbo, protein, and the fats, vegetable, all this food that I can be taking just using my hand as a form of measurement?
Okay. Now, again, the most accurate is if you measure.
Of course.
But if you're not measuring, if you're eating outside, nobody expects you to carry a cup and go and measure.
Of course.
Right?
Yep.
So like Vern say, we use the hand. So say you're using chicken breast, and we said moderate amount of chicken breast. So what is moderate amount of protein chicken breast? So you're using chicken breast for a female, say about 50 kilo Asian, sedentary, not really exercising a lot, maybe just some walking.
Okay, walking.
So you probably need about 1 pound and a half.
And a half, alright,
Yes.
1.5.
Chicken breast, 1.5 a day.
Per day.
Per day.
Per day,
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, if you are male, it can be 2.
Oh, fantastic. I can eat 2.
Okay, this is chicken breast. Let's say if it's fish,
All right.
Or if it's some other type of meat or other chicken parts, let's say chicken thigh.
All right.
For female, you can take up to 2.
Okay.
Right. For male, it's about 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it also depends. But roughly, chicken breast is about 1.5 a day.
Okay, that's for protein.
That's for protein.
All right.
For carbohydrates,
All right.
because it's keto,
All right.
removing all the carbs. So if this is about 1 cup, 1 cup of rice, let's say we're using rice, so it's about half a day.
Oh, half small bowl of rice in this case.
Half a day.
So for my usually for
So
our
it's
3
about-
diet it's like that.
About 1 pound.
Is it? Guys, if you are under TRNT program, you know how much this is. All right. How about vegetables? Are we able to take more vegetables?
Yes. So you bulk up on vegetables
Okay.
as much as you can. Vegetables, not fruits.
Okay.
So you bulk up on vegetables as much as you can.
All right.
Yeah? So that's the whatever portion that is missing on your plate. If you use your plate, half of your plate should be covered in vegetables.
Okay.
Now, when I say covered in vegetables, it doesn't have to be raw salad. It can be cooked, it can be in the soup, it can be stir fried. It's fine. Or even smoothie, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of vegetable also because of the fiber.
Yes, you need the fiber to help you remove the oils as well, so you don't have indigestion or you don't feel not so good and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the oil? The fats part.
Fats part, if you have a tablespoon, for female it is roughly about 8 to 9 tablespoons a day. It's not crazy eating of oils, it's roughly about 8 to 9 tablespoons a day. For male, you can go up to about 11-12 tablespoons a day.
Just now we talked about the healthy fats that we ought to eat. That would be under this 8 to 9 tablespoons a day.
Alright.
All right. I think fats also will keep you full as well.
Yes. The fats will help you to feel full. We have situations when people go on keto but they don't eat enough fats.
Okay.
Then they will constantly feel hungry.
All right.
Yeah. So you have to make sure you eat enough fats when you're on keto. The fats can be used in cooking.
All right.
It can be from the food itself, like avocado or salmon.
Okay.
Or it can be you cook it without fats and then you add the fats back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long can we go on keto?
Okay, I'm going to assume that this person is doing the right keto, not
Okay.
bacon every day. Okay. For disease prevention,
All right.
let's say nothing wrong with you lah. Nothing
Okay.
wrong with you. You're just using keto just to control or manage your weight and all that. For disease prevention, you can do it for about a month.
All right.
Yeah, just to kickstart your metabolic, let your body burn out the fats.
Okay.
Right. And there is also a risk that I want to highlight with keto, that because keto is high fat and you're cutting out a lot of vegetables as well. Certain vegetables are not recommended, so you're cutting them out. You're cutting that fruits out.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a risk of mineral loss.
Okay.
So on a keto diet, there is always a risk of mineral loss as well as some types of vitamin loss, like vitamin C and B. So if you're going to do it for a long term,
Okay.
Please supplement.
Okay.
It is highly recommended that you supplement with a multivite, with vitamin C, preferably even with calcium. Right? When I say long term, if you are going to do it for more than 3 months, please supplement.
Okay. More than 3 months.
Preferably, the day you start keto, you supplement. If not, if your keto is short term and you don't want to buy the supplement, fine. But if you're going to do it for more than 3 months, please supplement.
Okay.
You don't want to run into mineral loss and then high blood pressure, kidney stones, and then all those issues going to come in.
In a keto diet, a person has to be go in the state of ketosis in order for the fat, to be
Fat
burned,
burning.
fat for the fat burning to actually kickstart.
Yeah.
How does the process go?
Okay, when you remove carbs and you remove sugar, because sugar is usually the first choice for energy burning.
Okay, sugar.
Yeah. So every time when you eat carbohydrates or something that has sugar, the body will stop burning fats because there's no need to burn fats.
Okay.
That it's so easy to burn sugar. Sugar is like the easiest thing to burn.
All right.
Right? So that's why in keto you remove the carbs and the sugar. So when there's no carbs or no sugar to burn, then you are forcing the body to burn off your fats.
Okay.
So when the body starts burning fats, that's when you get ketones. So ketones is a measurement, like you can measure ketones in your urine or in your blood. So if you find ketones in your urine or in your blood, urine is not so accurate, but if you find ketones in your urine or in your blood, it means that the body has started burning fats.
Okay. Yeah. Going back to summarize a bit. So first thing first, our body will start to burn off the sugar. And you get sugar from carbo. Protein, if unused, also will convert to sugar.
Yes. If you eat a lot of protein.
All right.
Instead of the 1.5, I normally see people with their plate full of steak and chicken breast, and then they call that keto. If you eat excess protein, the protein will be converted to sugar also.
Okay. Yeah. Do take note that unless you're exercising, you have to be careful on the protein intake. All right. So if you're not exercising, for guys 2 pump, for ladies 1.5. Of the fist pump.
Asian size.
Asian size. Your hand basically. So after we burn off the sugar, then we process to burn off the fats. So how long does a person take to go into this state called ketosis?
About averagely what we have seen in practice, in clinical, is about 3 days.
It takes around 3 days, assuming you take the right kind of food to go into ketosis, to start the fat burning zone, to start fat burning state. Now, at any point in time, if you take a bit more sugar, a bit more fruits, for example, you go out of this ketosis. You have to restart again. You start again. So that's the part whereby you have to be careful on the food that you're taking on a daily basis to see whether it is a program that is sustainable for you. Because in the market, there's a lot of supplement, shakes or coffee or whatever that they mention that there are ketones inside, meaning to say that after you take it, you can go into ketosis. How does it actually work?
You want to go into ketosis naturally.
Okay, naturally.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, ketosis happens when you start burning your own internal fats.
All right.
Right? Now, if you are taking ketones, ketone shake or drink, to increase the ketone level inside your body, which means it doesn't come from your own fats.
All right.
You're taking it from external. We have seen that it can actually stop weight loss because you're not, or fat loss, because you're not burning your own fats, you are getting an external ketone. Okay. So it can, if you are taking too much, it can stop the fat burning process. Alright? But there's an advantage to that, as in the beginning, when someone starts ketogenic, because your metabolic is so used to burning sugar. Okay. Right? Then you suddenly stop sugar and you force your body to burn fats. So in that change process, the body may struggle a bit and you may feel a bit tired.
Alright, yes, I heard a lot of cases where people feel lethargic. Doesn't feel good initially.
Yeah. So by adding that additional ketones, you can help to control the fatigue and tiredness. Okay. Yeah. But it's not something that you should be doing in the long term. In the long term, you should let the body burn the fat off if your goal is weight and fat loss.
For health-related issues, other than epilepsy, which aspect of health or problem, health issues is actually keto diet good for?
Keto diet has also been used to complement cancer therapy.
Cancer therapy?
Yeah, especially in chemo.
Okay.
Yeah. But there are certain pros and cons. So every individual is different.
All right.
If someone is underweight, then it's a different story.
Okay.
We're talking about someone on chemo, they are still overweight, and, still big. Okay. A lot of body fats. Yeah. So keto is a very good option. To help complement the chemo and to help stop the cancer from growing. Because cancer grows very fast when there's sugar. Yeah. Once the oncologist declared that the cancer has remised, that means there's no cancer cells found. Okay. But for prevention, you can still continue on with keto. You don't have to do keto every day for the longest time. You can do what we call prevention measures. All right. So you do keto for 1 week. Every 2 weeks or every month, you just do keto for 1 week. Okay. Yeah, so then the rest of the month you eat normally. So that as more of a prevention. Okay.
I understand you do have a workshop that touches on a ketogenic diet for cancer patients. Yes. Can you just share a bit more about that?
Oh, okay. We have 2 types of workshop. One is a basic level. That one is for everyone who wants to know how to use keto for cancer prevention and also during the treatment.
Okay, is that good for caregivers as well?
Yes, it's good for caregivers. It's also good for any therapists, any other professionals who are not nutrition trained, but you handle cancer patients. So in the workshop, we have the first one, which is half day, compressed right down to the gist, including practical tools for you to take back, including the food list and everything. And then we have the longer workshop, which is more for professionals, which is actually 3 days plus 3 private coaching sessions to help them get started.
So of course, if you want to find out more, you can private message below, or directly to Catherine to understand more about this workshop, especially if you have family members or people whom you know having cancer. That's the end of our Facebook live session. Okay, talking about the ketogenic diet for weight loss and what you need to know about it. So at the end of the day, like I mentioned, it's all about whether it's sustainable, and you have to make sure that the nutrition aspect is good for you. That means you have to take note of the type of food and the quantity of food that you're taking in. Not just lose our weight, but at the same time lose our weight healthily. If you have any queries with regards to ketogenic diet, please comment below. We'll try to answer as much as we can. And if you do know of friends, family member who are wanting to understand more about ketogenic diet for cancer or even for hormonal related issues, please private message Catherine, for a more in-depth understanding of what she can offer. All right. So with that, that's the end of our today's session. There's more to come. Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. See you all again in the next session.
Bye bye.